He was so compassionate the way he talked to people. And yes, it impressed me a great deal.
Barbara Cole remembers her father's gentleness and credits her mother and father for instilling the empathy and compassion that drive her philanthropy. Her father made another lasting impression upon her through his ongoing silence about the traumatic events he witnessed as a field hospital physician during World War II.
He didn't elaborate, but you could tell a lot of his feelings about what he didn't say rather than what he did say, because he was very careful about how he explained things.
Like many World War veterans who experience post-traumatic stress, Barbara Cole's father did not have access then to the Franciscan Center, an 8-acre waterfront property in Tampa built in 1970 that today is used as a retreat center by thousands of visitors every year. This year, a new program was created by the center's director, Sister Annie Doherty, and with the approval of Tampa Police Chief Jane Castor, a total of 4 retreats will be held for the first responders by the end of 2013.
So here the officers and firefighters are dealing with trauma, every day, and they risk their lives. And we know that here just in Tampa, the officers who have been killed in the line of duty.
As she planned the first retreat, Sister Annie reached out to the Community Foundation of Tampa Bay for help in finding someone to support the program. Barbara Cole was a natural fit.
She shared her story, I shared my story, and she said, I want to help because it was unique, and she shared about her father's experience being in the war.
The programs that I have been so interested in are things that involve people's relationships with one another individually and collectively.
Barbara has chosen these programs with the encouragement of her financial advisor, John Hinken.
I think it's been more fulfilling part of my career because you work for so many years to try to get people to accumulate wealth, and now you get to that time in life where you get to say, well, now what can we do with the wealth?
Hinken says when that time came for Barbara, they had 2 objectives, philanthropy and income.
So we came up with the concept of doing a charitable remainder trust for her, and that enabled her to get a pretty substantial tax write-off that would last for 5 years, and at the same time income for the rest of her life.
Together, and with support from her CPA and estate planning attorney, they came to the Community Foundation for assistance in implementing her charitable plans.
Well, I'd have to thank Denise a lot for that, Denise O'Brien. She has shepherded Barbara substantially on that, and talked to her and found out what her individual needs were, what she really liked.
And the Foundation's due diligence in vetting nonprofit agencies is very important to Barbara.
I think the Foundation sorts through very carefully those groups that are proficient and very caring, and it helps the person that wants to help a person, so that you don't have to go through the steps of 1, 2, 3, deciding, should I or shouldn't I.
I'm seeing hope and restoration of the men and women who have come.
Sister Annie says Barbara can be confident her giving is making a difference for the first responders.
I think that we need more people like Barbara in our lives, and I think first responders need to know that here's a person who has the compassion but is also willing to sponsor them in coming here for a retreat.
Like her parents before her, Barbara is choosing empathy and compassion.
If you had to walk the walk that somebody else has to walk, all you have to do is mentally put yourself in that place. As long as I can physically or monetarily or however I can help somebody else, I will.